And we're live.
Ready? Am I good?
You are good.
Welcome to Two Guys, One Tech. My name's Jason.
We didn't discuss changing this name.
What? No, we totally did.
I'm Rich.
I made it. No, wait. I made an executive decision.
Oh.
I think that name is more catchy than Drunk Tech Support.
We should ask the audience.
Because then we want to be obligated to drink every episode until our livers fail.
Yeah. Who needs a liver?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I don't need a liver. I'm already half in the bag, so
switched to whiskey because you can finally convince me to go keto.
I didn't even convince you. You're just like, wow, Jay's so cool.
Right.
And he lost so much weight doing keto. I want to be like Jay.
That's what I said.
That's exactly what happened. So, no more sugary Starbucks drinks for Rich.
No. It was funny because we were out grocery shopping this afternoon, and I was like, oh, I got to stop by Starbucks and get my drink so I can get ready for the podcast. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I can't.
Nope. I do that all the time. I'm like,
and then I was like, well, maybe it's keto. So I looked it up, and it's like 70 grams of carbs. And I was like,
it never is.
No.
Nothing that you, like, on a whim want to get is keto.
Never. Yeah.
Nope. I'm like,
of course.
I'm like, what if I just eat that and nothing else for the rest of the day?
Nope. Right? It's still a lot.
It's like your carbs for the rest of the week.
Right, exactly. But so far, so good. And
I'm almost down to under 200 pounds.
I've been
we can
sick
keep,
this week, so I don't know if my weight loss was related to the sickness or my diet, but I have lost 2 pounds this week.
Word.
But I also had COVID again. Yay.
Jesus Christ, Rich. Can you stop getting COVID?
I wish I could.
Like, you're one of those people. You're one of those
really
people.
Knocked me. Like, the last time it was like a cold. It wasn't that big a deal. This one kicked my ass. I was literally sleeping for 4 days. Like,
even
though
you got the booster and everything, right?
Yeah, but it's been a while. I'm due for another booster, and I didn't get it. So.
Oh my god! I just got a booster because it was required for a job, and that kicked my ass.
Mine did too.
I got 2 vaccines in one day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did the
I don't know. They said
MMR
that I didn't have measles, mumps, rubella.
the MMR.
I think, and they said I didn't have the antibodies for it, and I'm like, I'm definitely sure I got that.
So here's what happened.
My parents are not anti-vaxxers.
A couple of years ago, there was a story that came out that apparently a bunch of people that got their vaccines in the 80s, they're finding that they're not having the antibodies anymore for.
That's what they said.
So I was good for measles, but my mumps, I was not immune anymore. So I had to redo mine 2 years ago.
That is the most painful shot ever.
Yeah.
She's like, it's gonna hurt a little bit. You've had shots before. This one actually hurts. It was like they're injecting. It was like they're injecting acid into my arm.
Oh my god.
I was like,
I don't remember it. It was a couple years ago.
Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad. And I got the COVID and it was fine. In the other arm, same day. But then, both my arms were like out of commission.
Yeah.
For like almost a week.
Oh, because both of them are sore at that point.
Yeah, I'm a side sleeper.
Oh, man.
So I did not get very good sleep for a week because I remember waking up dozens of times a night because the pain will wake me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to roll over. It doesn't hurt as much on the other one. Well, ow! I don't sleep on my back. If I try to sleep on my back, I just end up rolling over. So it's just like, it was just a miserable experience.
Sounds
but
like it.
They're gone.
It's good.
You ever I get a shot and it like goes to your lymph node. Like it hurt like under my armpit, even though they shot me way up here.
Yeah.
Like it's not a fun pain to have.
No, not at all. Shots just aren't fun, but better than dying. So
shots full of heroin are fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
and other illicit substances, I'm sure.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm recovering slowly.
Good.
But
you were like totally super high risk.
Yeah. That's why I got my vaccines and my boosters, because I was like, I'm not risking this crap. I got asthma and I'm fat.
Yeah, really fat. Did you hear about
Wow.
monkeypox? Hey, I'm just trying to help
Give me
you diet.
a little kick in the ass on my diet.
Yeah. I'm trying to give you some tough love, so you stick to your diet. Monkeypox is a thing.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week.
Did we?
I think so.
There's
I
like
remember.
I don't know. There's like 20 cases in New York, and then like several other states.
Yeah. Supposedly it doesn't pass that easily to humans, but I don't know. We're not scientists.
So I was reading this today, and from what I read, they say that gay and bisexual people are most at risk, which I'm like,
What?
that's not cool. Because like straight people have sex, so how is like gay sex more likely to transmit the monkeypox?
Maybe it's carried in the.
Butt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, man.
It's a butt thing. There's tons of girls out there that are into the butt stuff. Okay.
This is true.
So I don't know why they're saying that's what they said about AIDS, and that's not cool.
That's true.
What is Ronald Reagan president? What's going on? It's not cool. Anyone can get the monkeypox, which look really gross if you look them up.
Yeah, they do.
I looked up some photos. It's not fun to have. So, hey, everyone out there, stay away from the butt.
Apparently,
you heard it here.
We're also not doctors or scientists, so don't don't have to listen to us.
Yeah, go for the butt. Whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Get monkeypox. Gross.
Man.
So yeah, that's some health news from Drunk Tech Support.
Yeah.
Turns out if you get really, really drunk, it kills all the germs inside of you.
Oh.
Keeps you super healthy. And it prevents blood clots.
This message is not FDA approved.
What are you talking about? Dr. Fauci said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, is that what you bought?
Yeah.
For $5?
2 of them for $5.
Freaking lightweight. Look what I got.
It's the same thing. It's just a much
Mine's got a handle.
Bottle.
Mine's got a handle so you can it's got it's got like a plastic stopper so you don't pour it too fast.
Yeah.
But you know what? I tear that shit right out.
You're intent on being way too drunk on this episode, aren't you?
There you go.
Nice.
I don't want to wait for my alcohol to get in my drink. I'm not intent on getting drunk, Rich. Okay?
Okay. All right.
You took exactly 3 drinks to get us all set up.
What was really funny is last week you were so drunk at the end of both of our shows we recorded.
No, I was drinking those. I was drinking those no carb seltzers. There's no way I was
not last
so
week.
drunk.
The week before you finished those. Last week you were drinking whiskey again.
No.
But you were drunk enough where you didn't remember that we talked about a topic off the show that we decided to put in the notes.
Uh-huh.
And it's the return of our tinfoil hat time, which you've been asking for months and months and months.
Guess what's back, everyone? Tinfoil hat time.
Yeah. And you know what I have queued up?
The song that I can't hear.
Yeah, the one you can't hear. Hang on.
Go ahead.
And now, tinfoil hat time with Richard.
Very good. I love that one.
God. I hate that we have to give cues that we're playing.
Hey, it's all good. I'll just do the Lucy thing where you pull my ear.
Yeah, you just do even though we're wearing headphones, just pull your headphone.
Pull my headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking, and I know I've mentioned multiple times on the show how annoyed I get with some of the privacy practices of these companies. But one of the worst, the ones that I have the biggest problem with, is the Ring.
Oh, is it, Rich? Then how come I'm the one that brought it up?
Just because you brought it up doesn't mean I don't think about it. The difference is I don't share these things with you because you don't care.
I have been asking you to do tinfoil hat time for how long now?
A while.
Since we restarted the pod. This is a topic you could have totally done. So you know what, Rich?
I'm pretty sure we've talked about it on the show, though. And you just blew it off.
No, I don't think so. You know what, Rich? I'm taking the opposite stance. I think Ring providing videos to the police is a good thing.
It helps keep us safe. That is not what you told me offline.
Rich, I want you to argue the other side of this, because that's your thing. Rich, they're like they're keeping us safe by like leaking our personal Ring videos to the police.
Well, to be fair, it's not leaking. They're actually
they can request access to your camera.
Yeah, it's a network that they have. They can just go in and look at it.
They can request access to like an area.
Yeah,
and they will give you all the cameras. But apparently, only 12 hours. If it's more than 12 hours, they will get denied. So they can only ask for 12 hours of footage.
That's interesting. I wonder why they would need more than that, though. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe if there's
more than 12 hours becomes harassment in some places. I mean,
I don't know.
Looking for a problem where one might not exist, you know.
A team of Ring employed monitors who had undergone a 6-week training period would then review requests to make sure they adhered to these guidelines. Ring monitors would reject a request, for example, if a police requested 24 hours of footage. So, so the primary problem with Ring's tool was how it enabled police to overreach, and the fact that if you bought a Ring, you were not made aware of this.
And that's the thing. It's not necessarily that they're going to do something wrong, and that's the whole premise with privacy concerns is making sure people don't overreach when there is potential for it. And there's potential for it in a lot of different technologies that we use these days.
See, Rich, you're doing it.
What?
You're talking. You're doing the thing. You're doing it. You're doing the segment. The tinfoil hat segment.
I know.
That's awesome. Wait, what was I going to say? The problem that I see is that they do that thing where you're automatically opted in. You have to actually go into your account and opt out. That's not cool.
Terrifying. Because if you don't read your emails, like many people don't, I mean...
Or agree to terms and services without reading.
Yeah, just without reading.
How is that terrifying?
Click.
How is the police being able to access your camera, which is facing away from your house? So it's not like they see what you're doing; they see what's going on in front of your house. So how is it like that bad?
They don't need to know what time I'm coming and going from home. Like it allows for a malicious person, and let's not pretend there's never been crooked cops. There's
crooked
bad apples.
Cops. What? Shooting black people? For nothing?
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about? Running into a school where a live shooter is killing people?
My point is, if somebody wanted to do, like, a mass robbery, I mean, if they were a cop and they were just trying to scope places out, you don't need 12 hours of footage
some
to
criminals
figure out when
with some
somebody's coming
intel.
and going. Huh?
Yeah, but they could just request 12 hours and then another 12 hours.
Right.
Like, I don't think there's any...
need 12 to figure out someone's pattern.
I think if you know the general time period that happened, you can request a couple hours. But Amazon.
Right.
Basically, they said the limit is 12 hours.
Is it 12 hours total? Or 12 hours per day?
12 hours total per request. And I'm guessing it's 12-hour length. It's not like bits and pieces that add up to 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so the lack of transparency is what spread people freaking out. Plus the fact that before Ring was popular, they marketed to police and communities, trying to give them away for free.
And I mean,
so the police the police aspect was part of their business model from the beginning, because that's what it says. They were basically approached law enforcement and was like, "Hey, we'll give these away for free in your community if."
And I'm not oblivious to the fact that there was non-technical things that did this, like neighborhood watch programs and just nosy neighbors that would watch your house. And I mean, it's still possible without the technology, but the technology makes it inherently easier to overreach or do something malicious. So
they did lift. I'm thinking a lift. Ring
have like one-word names now.
I know,
Hulu, Netflix,
Uber.
Yeah.
They have a social media site now where neighbors can share video and talk about crime and stuff, and
which is ironic because our listener Andy has pulled video off of there before. So, but he's very privacy conscious, but he still uses the function.
Yeah.
But
does he know he can opt out?
Yeah. I don't think he contributes to it. I know I've seen him pull videos from it before from other people. So maybe if he starts watching tonight, we can ask him. But I remember something about something was going on, and I lived in the next neighborhood over from him, so he sent it to me like, "Hey, be on the lookout" or whatever. And of course now I live much farther away, but
I don't know. I guess I can see how police could exploit the system, but it would take a really dedicated criminal mind police officer to utilize that for something nefarious.
Most
if he's trying to catch his wife cheating on him and his neighbor across the street has a ring, he can request the video to see if some dude pulls up at his place.
Yep.
But I mean, she's cheating on him, man. Come on. That's effed up.
Yeah.
But I guess, there's plenty of internet-enabled devices in our homes that we can probably connect to get that information.
Yeah.
My opinion is just that they're facing away from the freaking house, so who cares? They're filming my neighbors and people passing by. They're not
people
in
that
my house.
Said it was okay to record them too.
Fuck F them. F them in their A, Rich.
I mean, I purposely look at every house I walk by and make sure I'm not looking at the house if they have a ring or something.
Do you have a ring? Are you recording me? I'm gonna get one of those facial recognition makeups to block facial recognition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Second, Neighbors. Oh, the Neighbor is called Neighbors app. That's their app.
Okay.
The app encourages people to police their own communities, amplifying suspicion and racism.
And let's not forget, and I know this is the extreme, and I know it could be considered hyperbole, but that's exactly what happened in Nazi Germany. People were expected to police their own neighborhoods, turn in their neighbors.
Is that what? That's that's what they're pushing here, and people are nosy as fuck, dude. That's gonna happen anyway. You don't need to push people into.
But I think it's
profiling
fair to say that
people.
Most of the time it's nosiness, not a willingness to turn somebody in or get somebody in trouble. It's more just to get their dirt and know what's going on.
An investigation of the Neighbors app in 2019, Motherboard found people of color were disproportionately labeled suspicious.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I hadn't heard that.
That happens in, I think, 90% of anything that white people are on.
Wasn't there also something with facial recognition that was looking at minorities?
Racist.
Racist?
No. Well, there was the was it the iPhone? There was a phone that wouldn't recognize black people.
I don't remember. I remember
Oh my
hearing
god,
the story,
that was
but I don't
years
remember
ago.
what it
That was years ago, and it was this facial recognition software. I don't know if it was an Apple application or some other third-party app that
2016, there was an article about facial recognition not recognizing black people properly.
yeah.
And it looks like
It would either just think they're all the same, like white people
several
do.
major tech companies, including Apple, Twitter, and Slack, released diversity statistics showing what they long suspected, that they were overwhelmingly white, which means only 9% of the engineers at Slack and half of their companies hang on. Women of color make up 9% of the engineers at Slack. So
You said 9 people or 9%?
9%. So the idea being there's less people represented in the tech community that are building these apps. So
yeah, so they're not
less of a
keeping
sample size.
That's sad.
It is sad. I mean,
They're not. Well, okay, so what about other races? I mean, like Indian.
Well, I know
Chinese,
there was.
I guess China.
People,
You don't have to worry about like
Asian descents as well. That it had issues with at one point. Which
I was just say Asia's makes so much of our technology. I don't see how that would be a problem.
Yeah, you would think it wouldn't matter, but I mean, it goes to show you that even in something like programming, which you think would just be, basic logic, yes or no, 0, 1, it's actually, you could have an implicit bias based on the programmer.
Well,
and what their sample size is and what their experience is.
That's true. I'm assuming if they fed samples into an AI to categorize facial features, they would use a very diverse slice of people.
You would think, but here's the thing.
I don't see anyone I'm not going to use black people in my facial recognition testing.
But where are you going to get those photos that are legally okay to use from a privacy perspective?
You think they're legally using? You don't think they just like
my
scrub
guess is,
Facebook
my
or
guess
something?
Is they're probably pulling it from their staff.
Oh, and it's all white people.
Yeah,
We're gonna all test this, and it's just us white people. Yay, white! Don't quote me on that.
So back to the topic of Ring.
Yes.
My mind was blown last week when I mentioned it, and you actually agreed with me that there was potential for overreach. And
well,
I mean,
if I got a webcam that I use for a show, if I found out that the goddamn police were accessing it without my permission, or that they had opted in by
they opted you in.
You should never be able to be automatically opted in unless you opt out. That should be illegal.
Right.
That is bullshit. So if I found out that people are accessing my camera or able to, besides hackers, I would be astounded. I would be livid.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that it's eventually, nothing's 100% secure. And if somebody wanted to hack your camera and see what's going on in your house, they could do it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the assumption you have to have. You assume everything cannot be trusted on the internet.
That's why cameras have that stupid
slide door, yeah.
Yeah.
But with that assumption, now we look at the topic of companies that have a responsibility to let us know what we're signing up for. I mean, if they're opting us in and not telling us about it, that's a problem.
What if there's a mass shooting and people didn't? Everyone who was a witness is dead, and all you have is a Ring camera, and you got some jerk that's like, I don't want you to see my Ring camera.
They can get a fucking warrant. They can subpoena it.
Okay.
I mean, it actually came up recently where an officer came to my house and asked if I had footage of something that happened out front of my house. And I told him I'd look and see, but I didn't say, yes, I'll give you the footage, or here, come look. I'm not going to just give them full free reign to my stuff. It's just, And especially if I don't know about it. Like, that's the big part that bothers me, is the opt-in without telling you.
That's what bothers me as well. If it's common knowledge, I have less of an issue. But if it's like something that's hidden in there, that's when I sort of have issue. Which I don't normally have issue with. I don't even own a ring.
I know, me either. And I never will.
Like,
because of stuff like this, though.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
this is a prominent day, Rich, where Jay goes tinfoil hat.
We should have made you a tinfoil hat for the occasion.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't bother. We should I wish you had more topics for tinfoil hat, Rich.
I know, and I'm gonna be.
Maybe I'm doing this just to like sort of kickstart you.
Well, I already told you last week, and you may not remember because of the whole drinking thing, but I did tell you that I'm gonna start taking notes when I listen to my podcast, because I listen to a lot of different conspiracy podcasts every week. The exception being this week, because I literally slept for 4 days straight, so I didn't listen to anything this week. But going forward, I'm going to make more of an effort to bring those topics.
Good.
So
your stupid security, paranoid bullcrap is good for the show.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Oh man, did you message Drizzle?
I did. Where's the link to our stupid show so I can send it to somebody?
Well, there's a Facebook one, there's a Twitter one, there's a YouTube one. Which one do you want to send them?
Facebook.
Facebook? Go to our Facebook page, and it's literally right on top. Just hit share.
Oh, there it is. Nobody's going to know what that title means.
Well, the title is literally the topic we're talking about just now with the tinfoil hat stuff, because you never agree with anything I talk about in tinfoil hat time. So I feel like you're dipping your toe in the dark side. I like it.
I don't like that you like it. I'm kind of... I feel dirty. I don't want to be on the dark side.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm. How could it be worse, Rich?
I don't know. It could be like...
You could be like, I don't care about security anymore.
That's not going to happen.
That would be interesting.
It's not going to happen, though.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do find myself more lax with stuff these days in certain ways. Like, I'm more willing to use cloud.
Quick, hack Rich's accounts, everybody.
Shut up. Don't ask for that on the internet. People will do it.
I'm going to go on 4chan. Is that still a thing? Do people still 4chan?
I think they do. But now I forgot my train of thought.
I'm sorry. You said you were going to still do something. Be a crazy, like, paranoid SOB.
No. Oh, I said I'm more likely to use, like, cloud services and, cloud-connected IoT devices, things like that, than I ever have been in my life.
I am so over cloud.
I mean, there was a point in my life where I wouldn't even use video cameras for my surveillance system unless they were hardwired. I now have Wi-Fi everywhere, so...
We have, like, closed circuit.
Yeah, I mean...
cameras.
I didn't want somebody to be able to hijack the Wi-Fi, like...
Yeah.
And even, just...
Who's gonna hijack your Wi-Fi, Rich?
You never know, man.
A couple of jerks like you and me out war driving?
It could happen.
Like, that's still a thing?
It is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Not for the same reasons, and it's not as hard. But, I mean, if you need to get online real quick and you can't find a good cell phone signal...
You go to Starbucks. You don't, like, hack somebody's, like...
Says the guy who used Comcast account for how many years?
I didn't hack it. It was
True.
Attached to the MAC address of the laptop that I legally purchased. Okay? I didn't log in. There was no password. It just worked. I had nothing to do with it.
I wonder if that would hold up in a court of law.
I bought this Mac and it just came with internet. Please
Just
don't watch
worked.
my podcast.
I thought it was
Please
forever.
don't watch any of the podcast episodes where I talk about it. Yeah, I was just like, I thought it was Mac. It just works.
Yeah.
Right? That's their
Right.
fucking logo.
Slogan.
Yeah, whatever. I'll drag Steve Jobs' corpse in the court.
Yeah, there you go. So
Did they bury him? Where is he? Did they shoot him into the moon? What the fuck? What
I
the
don't
F
know.
happened to him?
They probably planted him in a garden somewhere. I don't know.
And people like ate the fruit that his ashes bore.
Maybe they planted an apple tree with it.
Mm.
That would actually be kind of cool. I would eat one of those apples.
Apple brand Steve Jobs apples. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do we gotta like spoon feed you like brilliant ideas, Apple? Come on.
It's like the marketing writes itself.
What happened to Steve Jobs' body? Steve Jobs suffered from metastatic pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor. I know that!
They literally are telling you what happened to his body. Right down to the disease.
Steve Jobs regretted delaying cancer surgery for 9 months. What?
Oh, yeah. Well, he definitely... It was well known that he wanted to do it homeopathically if he could. And
Tinfoil hat. Tinfoil hat. Steve Jobs faked his death and is hiding out in Egypt.
Oh.
Ask any person knowledgeable about Apple's history and they'll tell you that co-founder Steve Jobs died in 2011 at the age of 50. 2011?
Yeah. That was 11 years ago, man.
God!
We're getting old.
Yeah, a photo posted on Reddit yesterday had gained traction on the site of social media. This is August 26, 2019. It's a very Steve Jobs looking guy sitting. Clearly it's not Jobs. I don't know, man. It looks like Jobs.
You going to share it so we can show the audience?
Oh, you want me to send you a link? Here, I'll link you on Facebook. Clearly it's not Jobs. He certainly passed away in 2011, but the man in the photo has a striking likeness to the douchebag himself.
Are you going to send it?
I did. It's on Facebook.
Oh, like...
I sent it to the wrong person. Sorry. Hold on.
To the wrong person.
Yep. Well, you told me to ask people to tune in, and I had chats open, and I'm usually you're the only one whose chat I have open.
It's interesting. I gotta say, it's striking.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm loading it up right now so everybody can see. There it is.
Guy looks so much like Steve Jobs to be so random.
That is, I mean, that's interesting, if nothing else.
Why would he want to leave Why would he want to leave everything behind? All his riches and
he didn't. He probably had them in some offshore account under a different name or something.
Yeah, but Egypt, man, come on.
I feel like if you had that amount of wealth, hiding your death would not be hard at all. It would be like a...
Didn't I recently send you a photo of Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
So...
I mean, doppelgangers exist. I'm not saying they don't.
That's true.
I'm just saying, if you had that much money, faking your death would be no more than your average week of fancy dining.
Because a lot of people like to point out, see, no matter how much money you have, you can't beat death.
Yeah.
You can't beat cancer.
Or can you?
Or can you? I doubt if he did continue... If he did fake his death, he would wear the same glasses and
Probably
haircut and beard.
But he would probably have a turtleneck on, so this can't be Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's true. He's wearing... What is that, beige? He's wearing beige. Have you ever seen Steve Jobs wearing beige?
I have not.
No. Fake news. Debunked.
All right. Done.
This has been Drunk Tech Support. Tinfoil hat time. Good night. Are we done?
We are not. That is our first topic of the entire show.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah. You have your favorite person again to talk about. I swear, every damn week we have news about this guy.
He just won't stop.
I know. Here, let me play our intro before we get to it.
Remember?
It's Musk. So, your favorite person, Elon Musk.
Yep.
What did he say this week, Jay?
He's a douche, and he says, hey, if you're a remote worker, get back to work or find another job, because I hate you. Because, you know, he's
you're
awesome.
Inherently lazy if you want to work from home, obviously.
Which is why I have a poster of him on the wall.
Right.
That I love so much.
That you used to look at while you were working remotely.
That is true. I bought it while I was working remotely.
Hmm.
That's weird. That's some sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
A thing? What is it? Coincidence?
It's
Sorry,
it's not surprising based on some of his previous comments.
Ironic? It's ironic.
It is, but it's not surprising to me because he's made comments before about how people need
No,
to
I know. Yeah. I know. And well, okay,
hey, Andy's here.
Finally.
He missed our whole thing about the Steve Jobs conspiracy and Jay agreeing with Rich about privacy overreach.
No, I took the opposite.
You said
stance
you did,
on the issue.
We all know you agree.
Okay, so Elon Musk is a douchebag, and
allegedly,
he also allegedly molested a stewardess and paid $250,000 so she'd shut up.
Yeah.
So
allegedly.
Allegedly, I no longer have his poster on my wall to show off.
That's fact. You don't have to. There's no allegedly about that. You did it live on the show.
It's gone. It's just gone. Y'all saw me do it. So, yeah, he's always been like anti-union. Got to work your ass off. But he said the factory workers have to be in the factories, so the office workers have to be in the office.
So it's pitting people against other people. Like, because you chose to do a factory job, you have to be there, but...
Yes.
You know.
And a coworker of mine brought up that, which I didn't even think about, this whole work from home thing has caused animosity between the workers who can't work from home and the work at home.
There are jobs you just can't do from home. I mean...
Yeah. Or you can, your company sucks.
I mean,
and they're
if
like,
you gotta do surgery, you have to be there. Like, you can't...
Yeah.
I mean...
So that's causing a divide. I'm sure that's causing some sort of divide and animosity amongst people.
I mean, and depending on how the companies approach it, they could be, causing it to fester. It could be a worse issue at some companies.
Yeah, we have to keep working while these douchebags...
And I'm guessing it's going to be companies like SpaceX and Tesla where the CEO is outright saying remote work is stupid.
He said somebody wrote to him about this, and his response was, if these people aren't in the office, they can find some other place to pretend to work. So he thinks that people working from home are pretending to work.
Right.
And that's coming from me as someone who's about to start a 5-month remote work contract.
You know,
you can't do actual work from home. What?
It's infuriating when people say that people who work from home are lazy, because I guarantee I put in 50% more productivity when I'm at home, mostly because I forget to look at the clock, and I miss my lunch. I look at the clock and it's like 5:30, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of BS. And anyone who says that is wrong.
As an introvert, I am so looking forward to be working from home. Like, I have a job. I'm training. It was supposed to be a month-long training, but the person that I'm training with said, no, it's not even going to be 2 weeks. Like, you'll be working from home by next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because at first it was supposed to be a month, right?
Yeah. By Wednesday next week, I'll be working from home.
Nice.
So even given the holiday, it won't even be a full week. Like, that's crazy. And I'm like, I can't wait to do that because I'll be so productive. Because of the things I'm telling you, I hate socializing.
Yeah.
And having to listen to people talk. I just want to do my job.
Yeah. And I've asked that question a million times. Like I don't like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy, like, if somebody has, like, a birthday, because then there's cake and we can eat cake. But I still don't want to go there and socialize.
You just like cake, fatty.
Yeah. I want to have cake and have that social connection, but without the...
I just want cake. Please give me cake.
But
is anyone having a birthday today? Because I want cake. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't agree with him at all. I think he's dead wrong, and I know you agree as well.
Yeah. He just every day he just keeps opening his mouth. I mean, he's always been opening his mouth and saying dumb stuff. Yeah. Like, I mean, back with when that soccer team was trapped and he called that guy like a homo, like he's always just said the worst possible thing.
This is true.
Like,
yeah,
I don't know why people. I drive past this house and they have this sign that says "We love Elon," and I'm just like, that's so cringy. I'm like, hey, big city.
Is that Smitty?
Smitty, my boy Smitty just joined. What up, Smitty? We're talking about Elon, man, and how he hates how people are trying to work from home. They're a bunch of douchebags and should get back in the office, which is ridiculous. I think that COVID has proved one thing, that we don't need to all be in the same room to be productive.
Right. And now that more people understand and know how to use Zoom, it's easier to have a Zoom meeting at an office because you don't have to worry
What
about
is the most common complaint about what is the most common complaint about meetings, work meetings?
There's too many of them and they take up too much time?
That they can be summarized in
email.
Email, yes. They're unnecessary.
Yeah.
And whether I'm in the room or I'm on Zoom, like, what's the fucking difference?
Not the last place I worked, but the place before that. We actually literally had meetings to plan other meetings.
Oh my!
It was the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's like something from Office Space.
And somebody new had just started, and like, we went into this meeting, and then later on, he was like, "Did we really just have a meeting to plan a meeting?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Okay, that's how we do things here, huh?"
My God, meetings are the worst.
Yeah, there's no
they're
reason
more
for
tolerable when they're in a Zoom meeting and you got your alcohol in a coffee cup disguised as coffee, and you can just get like blitzed while you're like doing the meeting. It's bullcrap because I
just think it takes.
You know what I hate the most?
Off of the average person too. If you know,
especially if you hate people,
you're gonna have to take off because you got to meet a guy to fix your sink, or you got a delivery coming that day, and you don't want it to get stolen off your porch. Well, you can work from home, and now you don't have to stress about that stuff all day.
They hate. I think the major reason is that they're all this office space is being unused. They're paying for all this real estate that's not being utilized.
And here's my argument to that. Every single company I have ever worked for that I had an office that I had to work in, there was never enough space, and they were always trying to cram people in where they didn't fit.
Really?
Every single company I've worked for. So I've had to share cubicles with people, like share offices. I mean, it's insane. And if you want to expand, if your business is doing good and you're expanding, where are you going to put the new people? If anything, I think there's more of an argument to downsize the real estate. And
the bigwigs, they don't think that way. They think if you're gonna work, you gotta work 40 hours. You gotta sit in traffic for 3 hours. You gotta. That's what I did. So you gotta do it. There's no like change or anything. And it's like, dude. When I was at National Grid before I left, before COVID, they were adopting the open office policy, the open floor plan, which is the worst.
It's so loud and so distracting.
And you got somebody like staring at you across from you.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you're
so
working
cringy.
on a project collaboratively, it's good to have a space that you can go to and work in an open work environment.
If it's like-minded people, you're all in the space, you're working on the same thing. But if it's just some random person,
day to day, no.
I have anxiety, so I'm like
constantly think someo's watching you, or
yes,
or they're judging the music you're listening to, or
yes, yeah. At early in my career, I discovered you can like feed music to a Bluetooth earpiece. This is before AirPods and all that shit. So I could listen to a podcast and just like focus on my work. That's all I want to do is my fucking job. Like I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to gossip. I don't want to bullshit about like birthday parties and stuff. I know you like cake, Rich. I'm sorry,
like cake.
But I hate cake and I hate socializing with people.
But nowadays it's got to be keto or I can't eat it, right? So
yeah, keto cake, which is just like it's a meatloaf. It's just a meatloaf.
Yeah, there you go, meatloaf.
That's all it is, with a candle in it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think Musk is being ignorant. He's probably just being,
which is
he's probably just being reactionary,
thinking person.
Yeah, but no, he's probably just doing this for the meme.
Probably,
because that's what he does now. He's just a meme. That's all he is.
I mean, he definitely lives his life by the no publicity is bad publicity. You know.
Yeah, I mean, even if it tanks the stocks of my company, it's good.
Yeah. But I mean, he's a billionaire, so he's doing something right.
Yeah, apparently he's buying Twitter. How's that going?
I don't know. I haven't looked at any updates recently. I haven't heard anything crazy, but I've also been sleeping all week, so let's not forget the COVID.
Rich has been in a coma. Sorry.
COVID coma all week.
Oh, Andy, yeah, Big City said, I love cake too, Rich. It's all good. No, we're trying to get Rich to a manageable weight.
Yes. And I'm doing good. I've not really slipped up all week. It's great. And granted I was sick, so I didn't eat for a while, but
that's good.
My dinner tonight was fantastic.
You should just have COVID all the time and then you won't eat.
Right. Yeah.
Just go ahead and have people cough on you, bro.
Let's not.
I didn't see Andy wrote, I honestly get a laugh every week when I see the Battlefield 2042 player count.
Yeah. Hilarious.
I leave
it up there just because I get a kick out of it too. I can't.
It's actually a little high today.
I know. That's what I was saying. I can't believe it's at 2122.
What, did they release a patch?
Season 2.
Yeah, they must have released a freaking patch or something. It shoots up when there's a patch because it's everybody like, let's see what they did.
Look at that drop like mid-May. It dropped down to like nothing.
Yeah, what happened there? That must have been a patch. I guarantee that was
maybe it was an outage, like a data.
Yeah, it could be a data glitch. Let's see. Let's see their new. I'm looking at their page. Let me see if there's any news. Nope. Oh, recent events and announcements. Nope, just the crap where they're like, yeah, we're adding crap to the map.
Yeah.
There's shipping containers now that you can hide behind. Because that was the problem. Not that
it's
the game
2,000 bots and 122 sad people, Andy says.
It is. Did we talk? We talked about that. It's all bots.
Yeah.
Because they right off the bat from inception they included bots because they knew. I bet you they knew.
They probably knew it was gonna fail. Yeah. Speaking of bots,
all the comments are. Oh, sorry, bots, Rich. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say I sent you a video earlier today that you actually were like, "Whoa, that's awesome." Where a guy.
Oh yeah, can we play that without getting banned?
Probably.
Was that a TikTok video? It was portrait mode. It was portrait mode, so it's definitely TikTok.
Well, it was a Facebook short to be exact, but I don't TikTok.
Okay, so this guy fed Post Malone and who?
And Kid Laroi.
Kid Leroy
to AI.
To an AI, and then had it regurgitate a song. I'm guessing it must have been a ton of songs. It wasn't like he fed one or two songs. Because when you're training these things, you have to give them tons of data.
Right.
So probably like every Post Malone song, and then every other guy, whatever his name was, song.
Kid Leroy. So
LaCroix?
I'm gonna Leroy. Oh, wrong window again. Why do I do that every single show? So this is it right here. So I'm gonna play it.
Wait! Don't play it. Just look. Stop it. So, if you're listening, this song he's about to play is created entirely by an algorithm. A computer has made this song.
It's all AI. No people involved.
Shut up, computer! I plugged my Alexa back in, and I still haven't changed the name.
Great. Okay, so here it is.
Had that bot listen to a bunch of hip hop and Pop Malone and Kid Leroy.
I can't hear it.
Felt my God, smile different, loaded with the juice. Turn me up, my mind been on a bumpy road. I can't adjust this. Double down, run it up. You can miss me without good enough. Number one, know how bad I want it. Paying off, not giving up. You still holding on, not good enough. You see the love, I know it's real. This is insane.
So, anyways, yeah, that was.
It's fire, dude. It was like,
amazing. Like
it is like the. Oh my god, that song is popping. It is like
I know.
I would buy that album, whatever song that is.
Yeah, I don't, and actually, I think he does put an album together of music that he made with bots. So you should check him out. But it blew my mind. Like, and knowing what both of those people sound like musically, like it's legitimate. Like, it really sounds like it's a song they could have made.
They could have can't quite make out the lyrics.
Yeah, that part was hard, but you can make out some better than others. So.
I'd like to see a closed caption of it or a lyric sheet or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, dude, we're so close to the age of algorithmically created music, where artists no longer matter because they've force-fed an AI.
Yeah, I mean, at least in the 90s and early 2000s, they created bands like boy bands and shit, but they had to have people. Meatbags still had to exist.
Meatbags, you're done. It's over.
It's over now.
I mean, it's pretty much over anyway. Everyone's friggin' auto-tune, so...
Exactly. Question all of it. It can all be generated through AI now.
Yeah. I mean, everyone that you hear is, like, tuned up by a computer to begin with. Like, it's no...
I mean, let's face it. Every artist has influences that they talk about that, have changed their perception of music. So the music they make is always going to be influenced by other artists. So all the AI is doing is exactly what an artist would do. They're making music based on what they've been fed over the years.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like a detailed description on how that happens.
It is kind of scary, though.
Yeah. Why didn't we start Singularity News? Like, that was what this is part of. And you just went right into it without me announcing.
But we don't have an intro for it, so I was just kind of like...
And now, it's Singularity News with Jay and Rich. That sounds like
anyone who hasn't watched the show for a while may not know. Jay is a big AI Singularity guy. He's looking forward to it.
I want to join the machine and just leave this realm.
Yeah, I hesitate quite a bit. I like my meat
bag. Is there like encryption? Is there like end-to-end encryption? I don't want to be part of this machine if there's...
That's important.
Are the police going to be able to access this encryption? Because I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want anyone to know what's in my mind. So can I
how many people have you thought about killing? If your mind was in this network, come on.
Wait, it doesn't matter. You're part of the machine, man. You're part of the singularity. Nothing matters once that happens.
Right.
Drizzle might join us. He just messaged me. He got home from Hokey.
All right. That's the one benefit of doing it late. I know it's hard for you because you're on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, but
yeah, this is pretty goddamn late, dude.
yeah, it's just after dinner here, so
So anyway,
mind blown. I like that.
we're in what if the Bible was in? Yeah, I was talking to Smitty earlier about like deep shit like this. And like he's into all those theories and stuff. We have a segment. We have like segments like that. This is the we don't have a name for it yet. Singularity news is what I call it. So we might have a segue for it. So there was. Here's another topic. Open the freaking link, you bitch.
You don't have the notes up and ready? This isn't a professional show, Jay. I need you to get your shit together. We are wicked professional.
Shut your goddamn mouth, Rich. I will cut you. I'll take a flight out to Washington and cut you.
Oh, man.
Okay, so a algorithm AI that is used, you know, the one that you type in a description of a picture and it will generate one?
Yes, the one we talked about last week.
Yes. Well, this one's called DALL-E 2.
Okay.
Like Wall-E,
but
yeah, but DALL-E. You got the link?
I do. I'm actually about to share it.
Okay.
There it is.
It's a popular text-to-image generation system created by OpenAI. And apparently, it's been creating its own language behind the scenes.
Ooh.
It's been creating its own language of gibberish words and matching them to classes of images like birds and insects.
That's interesting.
So if you were to tell it, hold on, there's a, yeah, okay. So if you tell it apple,
Whatever
you see
the it's on the screen. So you don't have to.
The one that means birds. It's like the second sentence there from the top.
Gives images
second sentence.
of birds eating bugs.
Yeah, or Contera no. It sounds like it means bugs or pests.
I'm interested.
So
the
AI internally has assigned these words. The only reason we found them, I don't remember how they found them out, but if they actually speak, if you type these words to the machine, it'll generate the pictures.
Right. It's interesting that their category titles or whatever you want to call them are so long when a computer really could just use a number to represent.
You figure the computer would choose the most efficient?
Yeah, you would think.
Like 781 means birds. You know?
Exactly. That's where I would think. I mean, definitely would go the most.
So you think this is bullshit? You think this is just...
No. I mean, I've seen... This isn't the first time I've heard about AI creating its own language, its underlying language.
You see the prompt, apopole versus eating contra sneak. I feel like I'm reading like an ancient language.
Yeah, but it makes sense to the computer.
Gives images of birds eating bugs.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, dude. Text prompts such as an image of the word airplane. Oh, so they were literally telling it a picture of the word bird. And that's what generated this crazy language.
Yeah.
And then they asked it to show them the word for bugs, and it gave this other one.
Yeah.
And when they went back in and typed them together, it showed birds eating bugs.
What's interesting is you can mix English with their secret language because they have the first string plus eating plus the second string. So there's English in there.
Yeah.
The computer's able to discern.
Put a link to that in the chat.
Okay. Yeah.
Smitty wanted to see that. There's tons of cool AI stuff. We've had Singularity News, which is referred to like computer learning AI advancements, and we haven't done it. I would say years at this point, Rich.
Oh yeah, because we took a 2 or 3 year break too.
Yeah. I was talking about that earlier. This reminds me of Tay for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Tay going crazy. Microsoft's Tay. Look that up. That's some good. That's some good
if you
AI
haven't seen
stuff.
Tay, you need to look that up.
The internet.
What was it? It just like,
Microsoft
immediately became
released
racist
an AI Twitter bot, basically a Twitter bot.
There you go. I shared a link so the viewers could see it.
Okay, and the internet got a hold of talking to the bot, and it became a
Hitler-loving, feminist-bashing troll.
Basically, 4chan and Reddit got a hold of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So, yeah.
So that's
it's interesting to see how advanced AI is getting already. Just with our, I mean, what is it? The last.
I mean, how many years has it been since the Deep Dream thing? Remember the trippy pictures?
7 years, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really come much further. This was interesting.
I think it's fair to say we have more of an understanding of it now and how it works.
Yeah.
And
well, things
what
like this, interest me because they're like ghosts in the machine.
Yeah.
Type issues like random I don't know the fancy words for it. It's like out of randomness comes like
patterns.
Yes,
yeah.
Patterns emerge from randomness.
Like the movie
and these AIs are
and obviously they're creating these patterns for themselves so they can
like that song, dude. That song's crazy. But I would like to hear all the sample music because if I heard like a couple songs that sounded exactly like that and they were just mashed together,
sure it's not just copy pasting beats.
Yeah, if it was, I would definitely want to hear that guy's sample data. That would definitely help me in believing that song was a banger, which it was.
It was. But, I mean,
I don't know what he put it.
It's mind blowing.
If it was like I just fed all Post Malone songs, and this is what it spat out.
So, oh man. So I had a proposal for a new segment. I don't know if it needs to be a new segment all the time, but
nope.
You're an asshole. But
here's a question.
I just wanted to ask the question. We got a couple of viewers in the chat, so maybe we can get some feedback. But
okay. So if we're looking for feedback, that's different, Rich. Completely different.
The topic is televisions, and this comes up because LG has released a new OLED that is like an easel. So I got a picture of it on the screen right now.
It's literally a goddamn easel.
It looks just like an easel. So my question is this. Since we are now obviously living in the future, our TV is supposed to be ugly
Drizzle!
Still? Oh, Drizzle's here. Hang on. I got it queued up.
Drizzle.
Do you?
All right. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Do TVs need to be ugly still to say, I have a TV, look at my TV, or should they blend into their surroundings?
They should blend into their surroundings. And also, they should be built into the walls at this point.
So here's my question for you. As somebody who has ADD issues.
Fuck you. Fuck you for shaming me.
I'm not shaming
you. How dare you?
I'm telling you how.
Yeah? You got fat people issues,
I want to know.
Fat bitch. Sorry,
I want to know how, if you have a wall and it just blends in, even when it's on, your surroundings are going to still be there. So it's still going to be distracting to me.
I want a wall with 3D printed pixels on it.
Unless you have a large blank wall. That might work.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? My 64-inch TV is like a monstrosity. It takes up the entire wall. I can't put anything around it. It's disgusting, actually. I hate it. I miss having a little.
So you want an easel?
No, hell no. An easel? No. Who wants an easel?
Apparently somebody, because LG's making them.
What am I, Bob? What's his face?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross? Am I Bob Ross?
Oh man, it will. I mean,
I will trip
I
over.
feel like the more they blend in with the environment, the more they're going to get broken because people aren't going to see them or they're going to forget they're there.
I can give you first-hand experience. I have remember all the fancy lights I have?
Yes.
I have all these fancy I bought this kit that is like for film. It's like comes with a huge green screen, comes with umbrella lights and fill lights and all this stuff, and they come on tripods and stuff. They're all out of my living room. I trip on them all the goddamn time. And those are just like lights. They're nowhere as wide or large as a television.
Welcome to Drug Tech Support. ADD and fat issues galore.
Yeah, that could be a good description of our show, actually.
Yeah.
I trip over crap all the time. And even if you had an easel up against your wall.
So you're saying that's an argument for blending in because it won't be all over the place.
No, I want one of those frameless screens. Right? Bezel-less.
Okay.
That's flat against my wall. And I'll deal with it. I don't want an easel. Who wants an easel? How much does this cost?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I never looked at the price. I was just like,
I swear to God,
ooh,
this is
TV.
$3,000 guarantee.
You think? I'm thinking more like 1,000 or maybe 2.
No, just for the easel or for the whole thing?
Oh my God, they have a gallery edition as well that just leans against the wall like a picture in an art gallery. Look at this.
This is like the Apple. What was that screen thing they sold?
The studio display.
The frickin' studio display with what was
that.
extra?
This is $3,200, and it just leans against your wall.
I want to kill myself.
I feel like that would be really easy for a child to like roll into and knock over.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got kids, what's that piece of shit next to it to the left?
It's either a piece of art or a smaller TV.
It's just an art piece to put next to your television.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I don't approve. I hate it. I hate it, Rich.
It's called the Pose.
It's called the Poser. Wannabe piece of crap.
So, let's see. I don't see any sale prices for it.
Look up bezel-less screens. That's the future. I'm sure they exist, actually, and I just can't afford one. Because I got like a 1-inch
Oh, yeah,
border.
bezel-less TVs definitely exist, but... Alright, so Smitty says
we need stuff that blends
in.
Multifunctional. Yeah, but what's multifunctional? Like you can order pizza? That'd be cool.
I mean, TVs are definitely not as imposing as they used to be. So I guess I've just taken it for granted. Like,
look at this imposing piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I got one similar. Look at mine.
That takes up like
look at that. It's huge.
Oh, look at that piece of crap. I hate it. It's not leaning against the wall like a stick. You need
it's
that,
not.
Right? You need a.
Oh man.
So, did you really think that this was gonna be? I was gonna be like, oh yeah, woo.
No.
A-frame television, awesome.
No, I didn't even. No, I was just asking the question. I wanted to get some feedback.
Secure way for safe. Smitty, it
care.
probably like there's like a little cable that like connects to the wall. There's like a little hook, so it doesn't like fall.
Oh
forward.
yeah, like when you buy a
little
bookcase,
chain.
It has a strap that you have to screw into the wall so that kids don't pull it over on themselves.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Probably.
Beautiful.
Good point.
You know what I miss? I miss giant 32-inch tube TVs that would kill a man. Kill
or
a man
if
it fell
on
on
them.
them.
That you could roll, the rear projection big screens. Those were awesome.
Oh my god! I actually somebody put one of those on the side of the road a few years back.
I did too a few years ago.
I picked it up. I'm like, I want this. It actually was one of the first ones that had an HDMI port. Yeah. So we're playing PS2 on it.
Nice.
It was crazy.
I had one, and we were moving. Went back when I lived in Dallas, and I tried selling it for months before we.
Nobody
moved,
wants those, dude.
and nobody wanted it. And then
I remember.
I was like,
I remember.
I'll just put it on for free.
I remember it. We watched Lost on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'll just put it up for free, and still nobody wanted
Nobody
it.
wants that, dude.
So I just put it on the side of the road, and somebody picked it up.
There you go.
But
nobody wants those things, dude.
yeah.
Well,
personally, I don't care either way. Like, would it be nice if it blended in? Yes. Is it necessary? No. Like,
would you buy one, Rich?
If it matched my decor, maybe. But see, I have a rule in my household though. If it has to do with decorative stuff, I don't have any input.
Yeah, your decor is like
it's 100% my wife.
Like barbecue fingerprints on the walls and kids running around.
It is not. No, my decor is just wires and electronics everywhere. I mean, realistically, there's no decoration. It's technical. It's doesn't fit the need.
It's
yes.
minimalist. Rich is minimalist, actually.
No, it's not. The most
I need room from all my degrees on the wall.
The most I could say that I do that's minimalist, that could be considered minimalist, is my video game setup, which I've shared before on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did a really good job of making sure the cables were behind everything and managed and backlighting and everything. You know, looks really nice, but that's the only time I've ever done that. So
whatever, dude. All right, so the verdict is no. I would not ever own one of those ever, especially
but you
at
do
that.
Agree with the idea that it should blend in.
Smitty would. $3,200. He can afford it. Actually, I seen his place. It would look very nice in his place.
I mean, if I was,
it would not look very nice in my apartment.
And for those of you who may not have seen the show with my video game stuff, here it is.
Oh, Riz has got to show off. Here's my console shrine that I made.
It's not a shrine. That's weird.
That is a shrine, you nerd.
They're functional, okay?
Functional shrine.
If it was a touchscreen TV, okay, I could see the functionality there. Like if it's touchscreen, it becomes more like a whiteboard type thing.
No. It has to be attached to the wall.
Yeah.
So
you don't like the fact that it's on an easel.
Not leaning against the wall. Not an easel. No.
Okay.
I need to be able to put it anywhere at any time. I put screens all over my damn apartment. I haven't gone around my apartment. I got laptops taped to the walls and screens and stuff with Raspberry Pis. Okay. I have an aesthetic.
You don't have to tell me. We used to live together and we had a DOS computer in our bathroom, so
on the toilet.
On the toilet. But yeah, I don't know. I don't care personally. If it's functional, that's all that matters to me.
I brought this up, but I don't care. Okay. Thanks, Rich.
I wanted to get other people's feedback because I know I don't have any design taste. I'm tasteless, classless.
Okay. Okay, so people seem interested in it based on our chat. So
seems like it.
Yeah. Okay, so the general consensus, if it was a smart TV and a touch TV, okay, that person does not want it. Yes. So they're on my side.
Unless it's touch.
That's what I just said. If it was a touch.
If it was a touch TV, it was a smart TV. So it has to serve other functions besides just be a TV.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's smart. Is it smart? Is it wicked smart?
Yeah, you can't
all right,
buy
better be wicked.
Anymore.
It better be wicked smart, or I don't want it.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Are we done?
No.
Can I go to bed?
No.
You didn't segue from your musky minutes to the thing you wanted to segue to.
Oh, the thing about Ford?
Yeah.
So I saw this article about Ford. Ford is getting big into the EV market now, following Tesla's lead, of course. And they are taking a different approach, and it was really weird. Basically, the CEO realized, holy crap, we can make a ton of money on EVs versus internal combustion engines, right?
Ford stock. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, you're going to like this news. But basically, he's showing based on information from the market, like from Tesla and other companies, it's basically, it turns out that there's like a $15,000 premium for EV cars. So that's all profit for them. Like, so they can make more money. So the idea is, let's pour all of our effort into it, and they'll become a more profitable business.
Smitty, you can't call me in the middle of a show. Sorry, dude.
But anyways,
go ahead.
The point of this article wasn't just the fact that they can make more money. That's nice. But he also expects to get rid of the traditional car dealership, the way we know it now, where everything
Some douchebag is trying to like get a percentage, and so you.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
so instead of having a dealership that has their markup and their overhead, you buy it online. The dealerships may exist, but they won't hold inventory. They'll just have people that can help you customize and purchase your vehicle and then send you on your way.
Yes.
And a lot of that is the way Tesla's been operating. And in some places it's by necessity, because in some places you can't, like, you have to have a dealership, like legally. I forget the way the laws are written, but
the laws, you gotta have a dealership.
You can only sell cars through a dealership in some states, and that's where.
So what's the I'm sorry, I was chatting. What's the other
Tesla
option?
Would normally do direct to public, web sales, things like that. In some places, they have to have dealerships, so they have Tesla stores that you can go to.
Right.
But I guess the Ford idea is that will become the norm, where they'll have a retail location, but it's just a small little showroom, and there's no actual inventory to purchase.
They'll make cars on demand?
Yeah, basically. Or they'll have inventory at a warehouse like Amazon.
What's that company that has the giant car vending machine? Have you seen
Carvana?
Carvana.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I have.
That makes me want to buy a car through them. They're like, we got a giant car vending machine. You walk up, you put a quarter in, and a car comes out.
And see, so here's the point of job loss, because the dealerships would close. But here's the thing. You got companies like Carvana that would still have a business. They'd still have a market, because there's always going to be used cars. It would just be new car dealerships.
How many douchey car salesmen does the world need? For real, Rich.
I would argue that you could still have the salespeople and just get rid of the inventory. Think of the land that they have to own for a dealership right now.
Holy crap! You grew up here, right? Hooksett Road?
Yes.
There's like 57 car dealerships on that road.
Perfect example.
They just keep popping up. I'm like, who's buying this many cars? We can't possibly have this. I see so many shitty cars there. Nobody's buying new cars.
Yeah, not right now.
How are they making their money?
They're making their money on that.
This person was a car salesman. I'm sorry if I offended you, but I don't think commission-based jobs are great. I think they're crappy. I think people should. Rich, you know about commission-based jobs, right?
Well, yeah, because I mean, it creates that pressure that shouldn't be there when you're trying to buy something. I mean, it could be great for the salespeople, but it's not.
You can't even go look at a car in a lot without some douchebag like chasing you down. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You looking at the car?
Now, I have worked with some great salespeople that were not high-pressure salespeople, but they're few and far between.
Well, yeah, that's personality-based.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it, though. If it's the price is the price, and that's where Ford's trying to go. One of the things he's talked about
if I can't haggle, I don't want a car. I come in and I say to the dealer, I refuse to pay full price.
Exactly.
That's always funny. It's always funny.
But that would be
no more. Watch that show? What?
That wouldn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry. God, I hope you're muted.
I am.
Ba.
So that was my little thing I wanted to mention, just because
Okay, so
But I did have another one that I wanted to talk about back before we get too far off the.
I think some internet company needs to come in and disrupt the car business and just be like, everything's online. You know, like an Uber, but you buy a car.
Isn't there a company that does that now?
Carvana? I don't know.
No, begins with a V. Damn it.
Vana, but it starts with a car.
No. I'll think of it. But anyway, there is a company that does that. They're trying to disrupt the industry that way. Will it work? I don't know.
eBay
but
Motors.
They do that thing where they like deliver it to your house free of
Yeah.
charge. And no.
Sponsored by
No
Carvana.
sponsorships. This operation is a total loss. There is no money being made.
Make sure to buy your next car through Carvana. This has been sponsored by Carvana. Did I mention Carvana? Carvana.
But anyways, so that said, back to before we get too far away from the conspiracy stuff, I did want to mention.
What?
Well, we kind of got off
Oh,
track.
we're done. Okay, these topics are not in order because I was like, you're supposed to segue after Musky Minutes or
Yeah, I'm
before.
sorry.
Rich, are you drunk?
I am.
Am I doing that thing where I'm drunk and I'm being combative, like you said?
Yes, and it's your fault because now I'm drinking whiskey because I'm on your diet.
Okay, did I drink too much? That's all I drank.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm feeling combative. You know what the problem is? Since I'm on keto and fasting, I don't eat. So
And you drink.
It takes very little liquor to like get me drunk now. So I'm pretty much shit-faced at this point.
So I had two other things about privacy-ish stuff that I wanted to mention. The first was one that I know you're probably going to laugh in my face about, but I've been a big user of Duckduckgo for years because of the privacy side of it.
Rich, you forgot this.
I'm sorry, the privacy.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But tragically, we found out recently that even they are capable of selling out to certain people, where it made an exception for Microsoft so that they could do some of their advertising trackers on websites.
To Microsoft? That's
Microsoft.
That is surprising, actually.
Yeah.
Like, you don't hear about that. Can I stop you for 1 second?
Absolutely.
And people can go back and listen to all of our episodes. Every time Rich is like, this is something that's super secure and I'm super into it and it's the most secure thing ever. And then you listen for a few episodes, it got hacked.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not as secure as I thought. Oh, this
As I said earlier in this episode, we all know everything is possible to be
Nothing
is secure. Nothing is perfect.
Okay,
So
but
have
you
to
don't seem
assume
to
it can be.
carry that feeling when you get into things. You're like, dude, I use DuckDuckGo. It's the most secure thing ever.
It is.
You don't use DuckDuckGo,
more
bro?
private
Do you-
than Google.
Do you even DuckDuck, bro? Go? I've been drinking. Sorry.
So anyway,
Wait, somebody asked, what is the best free protection besides Windows Defender? I would say
honestly,
Avast.
I would only go with
Avast
Defender.
antivirus.
And then I run malware bytes occasionally when I notice things are going weird. But Andy recommends Bitdefender, which is a good one. But
Super
go ahead.
anti-spyware. Avast free internet virus protection. Malware bytes, of course.
Andy. I was thinking it. Andy said it.
Spybot search and destroy is Avast spyware?
They just kind of went a different direction, like maybe like 7 or 8
so
years ago.
I recommend Avast. I haven't used it in 10 years, so I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, a lot's changed in 10 years. I can tell you that for sure.
I
'Cause I
apologize.
did at one point years and years ago. I used it as well, but
If you have Windows 10, I say the built-in antivirus and all that shit is good enough. And
For
I
most
go to
people,
a lot. I
that's
go to
true.
a lot. I go to a lot of shady sites, download a lot of torrents, and
legal
not
Linux distributions. Of
well, as
course.
far as I know, I'm not infected. I haven't gotten any alerts that my accounts have been compromised, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Trust me. Trust me. The
my
guy that
go-to
doesn't
is
care about
still-
security. Not Rich. Rich cares about security, but you should trust me.
My go-to is still Malwarebytes, and
Yeah.
like
Malwarebytes.
Andy said, Bitdefender is another good one. But exactly, and even AirGap they found ways to hack. So
No.
yes,
That was bullshit. Cause
no, it wasn't.
Cause like what? When the fans spin at different speeds, they can send like Morse code to each other.
Yes, that's one way.
Yeah.
There's
But
many
both
ways they can
machines
do it.
had to be infected with the same BIOS thing, so it doesn't even matter.
It
You had
does
to have
matter.
both machines. No.
All you need
that's-
is physical access to a machine, and you can infect them, and then from then on, you can get whatever you want off of it.
Okay.
AirGap
Nokia
isn't
187.
perfect either.
Nokia 187. You need to burn your computer in a fire.
Yeah, just live in the woods. No computers.
Use paper and a pen.
Throw
Stamps,
paper airplanes with
stamps
notes.
and envelopes, I believe, are how people used to communicate. And fax machines. Are fax machines safe, Rich?
No.
No, fax machines are not safe. Do not use a fax machine. Paper, smoke signals. Can people spoof smoke signals, Rich?
No, but everybody else could see them. There's no privacy.
Oh, that's true. No privacy. Direct face-to-face contact, Rich?
I mean, if no one else is around, there's
And
no
nobody's
listening
like
devices.
nobody's pretending to be you, like in makeup, right?
Mhm.
Okay, possibly
Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. This is
That's
what
a
I
lesson.
said.
Okay. Really, Invest sucks now. That used to be like my
Yes.
go-to back in the day.
Well, I mean,
Ah.
there's been a ebb and flow of a lot of these. I mean, back in the,
No,
the
I
90s,
know.
it was all about McAfee and then Norton Antivirus, and both of those are horrific now. So,
Yeah. Oh God, I even like many years ago, I would uninstall McAfee.
yeah. I
And
haven't used that
WebRoot,
since the
WebRoot.
90s.
How about WebRoot?
I've never
that's
used that.
they force that on you from Best Buy. If you buy a laptop from Best Buy, it's
Oh, yeah.
pre-installed,
That's right. They
And-
did try to force that on me once, but I didn't.
and they try to
obviously
sell it to
take
you. Yeah, I get rid of that.
I actually, if I remember right, I actually laughed in the guy's face when he tried to sell it to me.
Oh yeah, you need WebRoot. Okay, so seriously, Windows. If you have
Can
Windows
you say the
10,
make and model of the TV again so Alexa can hear it?
so I can get it.
Oh,
If-
man.
If you have Windows 10, even Windows 7 came with Windows Defender, which is decent enough.
Yeah.
I don't install any extra antivirus.
My
I use Windows Defender.
entire process is I use Defender as my baseline, and unless I have a reason to do anything else, that's what I stick with. But if I go somewhere shady and I start questioning it afterwards, I'll run a Malwarebyte scan or something.
Yes, I always
Just as
run
a
at least.
backup.
I run a weekly Malwarebyte scan, and it does find shit. Like
Yeah.
you accumulate a lot of crap going to like random websites.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I mean, if you can get something that will
Windows
look for,
11
like-
sucks.
I like it. I've been using it for weeks and I've had no problems.
Oh my god, I hate Windows
Just
11.
saying.
It's the worst. They got rid of tablet mode, dude. I got a Yoga. It's a tablet. It turns into a tablet. Why would?
Oh. I still
get-
use a desktop because I'm one of those people. So
Uh-huh.
if I want to use a laptop, I have a MacBook Pro,
Ugh.
so I don't have to worry about Windows.
Yep. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Wait. You don't need to uninstall Malwarebytes. It's good. But yeah, you do. They do want money. There is
Yeah,
a
so
way
they
to act.
do-
No. Okay. So install Malwarebytes. Install it, and then literally open it and go into the preferences. I think it's like under account. Turn off the trial because
Right.
it gives you a trial immediately, and that's what bugs you. Because once the trial runs out, you say basically tell you it's once a free version, and then there's also an option to turn it off from
The only
running.
thing you lose is the live protection.
Yeah,
Everything else works.
and also stop it from starting when you boot your computer, because there's no
Yes.
need, because you need to run Malwarebytes manually, and that's the only downside is that you have to run it manually. Just run it once a week, you're good.
Yeah. I've never used the trial. I always disable it right away, and I mean it's
Wait,
something
who
I
is
just use
they?
once in a while.
I'm
Huh?
sorry. I don't know, whoever this is says, but they will click the special buttons that pop up, and then they will call me for help. Is Malwarebytes clicking
people and friends that he's helping. Okay.
So
you got to disable it.
Okay, you got to turn all that stuff off for them.
Yeah, disable it and turn it off so it doesn't load it, start up, and then they won't see it. And then if you go help them again, it'll be there.
You might not know about this. There's a website called ninite.com.
Oh, yeah. I've used that for
years. NINITE.com. If you're doing tech support for people,
I've stopped using it because there's a
you can probably turn off updates for Malwarebytes. You stopped using Ninite?
Yeah. I switched to a new tool. It's command line based. It's called Chocolatey.
Oh,
so it's like you're familiar with Linux.
What the hell do I use? Not Chocolatey. It's coffee related, I believe.
Oh,
and
Brew?
it works with. Yes. Yep. Brew.
So basically, it's kind of like if you use Linux and you do like apt install Java or whatever. Like it's the same thing, but now you have it on Windows. So you can literally install any free application.
I love that. Why is my hair sticking up back here? It's driving me nuts.
Good question. I never noticed
see that?
Either. That's funny.
Okay, there we go. We're better. Chocolatey, I knew about that, and then Brew, which
Brew's a good
they have
one
a Windows version,
especially
and
if you have Mac.
Yeah, it works great for Mac because Mac doesn't have a package manager. Like Ninite won't work for it, so that's great because you can install some manually or updates. Nobody knows what we're talking about, Rich, but check it out. Brew.com.
So, anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention was I did read an article this week. Also, not just we're getting off of the Duckduckgo thing, right? We're done.
I got nothing else to say about it.
Okay, good.
Wait. Did we ever get to the point of it? It's not secure, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just that they sold out to Microsoft, even though they said they don't.
Really?
Do that.
Are they going to show up as like the Bing browser now? Hey, you get points if you use Bing. Use Bing, everyone. We'll pay you to use Bing. Love Microsoft.
I haven't changed my browser. It still uses DuckDuckGo. I'm not planning on changing it, but it was very frustrating to learn that.
The name DuckDuckGo has always been like a trigger for me. I'm like, that sounds so cheap and shady and like not cool. I'm not.
That's what makes it awesome.
DuckGo, okay? If it was like crypto web or something like that,
See, that sounds shadier to me.
Really?
Yeah.
DuckDuckGo sounds like something my dad would use. Or something.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
All right.
So anyway, the other item I wanted to mention was related to messaging and how all messaging platforms nowadays are going for end-to-end encryption, which you mentioned just recently, actually, a few minutes ago. And it's become important that even the average person is starting to look for end-to-end encryption. It's not just a tech thing or a security guy thing.
S to
it's
S.
Definitely not a J thing because he doesn't give a shit. But
I need S to S encryption.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was watching American Dad the other day, and there was a guy, and he was like, "Oh, I was one of the bankers in that Requiem for a Dream where it said ass to ass." And I was like, oh
really?
Yes.
So anyway, reach an episode.
I'll have to send it to you.
Okay.
So that's been a big push.
I need ass to ass encryption. We need to make that a thing, Rich.
Okay. Oh man. So I read an article and it was definitely clickbait. The title was something like Apple experts warn there's one app you should never download on your iPhone. And I was like, ooh, let me see what this app is. And the app was Facebook Messenger. And I know people like Andy will be like, oh yeah, that's 100% right because he's very anti-Facebook because
I would say no shit.
They have shitty privacy practices but I didn't really look at it as the absolute worst iPhone app you could ever install. I don't think anybody who has a brain would think that. But so it was definitely clickbait. But the point is, they still don't offer end-to-end encryption. And it blows my mind because Facebook bought WhatsApp. They have the technology.
Doesn't WhatsApp own that? They own WhatsApp and they offer that.
So they have the technology. So why not just do it? There's no reason.
I would say because 90% of the people that use Facebook don't give a shit. The people,
but
the
it's
people,
getting to a point where the average person does.
Would you shut up? The people.
I won't.
Then I won't talk.
Okay. I'll shut up.
Welcome to the Rich Show, everyone.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can talk? Okay.
You forgot what you were going to say now, huh?
Nope. The reason Facebook won't do ass-to-ass security... I can't get over that. I cannot get over that.
We keep talking about this. Does anybody even get the reference besides us?
No, nobody but us.
Okay, I'm going to find the clip and I'm going to send it into the chat. So
Ass to ass. Okay. Are you do like Clerks? You never go mouth to ass. Most people, like Rich here, who are crazy about ass-to-ass encryption, won't use Facebook. They prefer not to use Facebook.
Okay, that's
right,
fair.
Rich?
That's fair.
Okay. So Facebook doesn't have to worry about it because it's usually your mom or your grandma or some crackhead or me that's on Facebook.
Hey,
or you and me talking about stuff that doesn't matter.
While you're there?
We don't need ass to ass. We don't need ass to ass encryption, Rich. That's never going away, by the way.
As I don't think it should. I think it's too funny not to keep around. So there's the clip for anybody.
Can that
who's
please
interested.
be the title? Can we please make that the title, Rich?
You want to change the title of this episode?
To ass encryption.
Okay.
We can get away with that.
We can probably get away with that. Ass is one of the words that's allowed on TV.
Yes. ass encryption. As long as we bring it up like 20 more times before the show.
Right, right. So I shared the video though from the movie. The movie is Requiem for a Dream.
Do not watch that clip if you're like triggered by like double-ended dildos and.
It's a very intense movie in general.
I haven't watched that movie in like 15 years because I can't. Yeah. I just can't watch it again. It's too much. It is way too much. And I like Darren Aronofsky. He is a good filmmaker. Rich, without saying the word that I said we're gonna say again, the people that care about and the insecurity,
right,
are not going to use Facebook as their messenger. I just said that is not a good clip to Rich. You need to give like trigger warnings, you know? We're in like it's 2022, bro. You got to like be like, "Hey, trigger warning." private browse.
Yeah, I would just assume anything we share on the show should probably be in private browsing, but you know.
I thought we're like cleaner, better, faster, stronger.
Cleaner, better, faster, stronger.
We don't look at like Japanese porno games on Steam anymore.
Right.
We're beyond that. We're done with that, right, Rich?
We're adults.
We're adults. We don't want to lose our jobs. This is not a good revenue stream for us. We don't make any money.
Trust me, you were already on that list.
If you watch this show, you're on a list.
The private browsing is a myth anyways. I mean, it's your internet provider can still see it.
Okay.
Unless you're using a VPN with end-to-end encryption.
Okay, anyone using private browsing, it's only private from your spouse.
Right.
Or somebody that's going to go on your computer.
And even then, it's only if your spouse isn't an IT nerd.
Yeah. That's true.
So.
It can recover that stuff.
Or it just has a log server that can pull everything.
Yeah, I get a log server. Yeah, my spouse has a log server.
You never know.
Okay. I'm dating this chick, and it turns out she has a log server in my own apartment, hidden. I didn't know. I was private browsing, and now she knows everything.
Anyway,
Rich.
So you're right. I think it's fair to say that most of the people that care about it won't be using Facebook to begin with. But is that still a reason for Facebook to not bother when they own the technology?
I think they should apply the technology they already have from WhatsApp to this, because WhatsApp was never meant to be a secure thing, right?
No, WhatsApp was.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, it was. That was its whole thing, was end-to-end encryption.
So,
but
I don't know, dude.
I still recommend Signal if you want an end-to-end encrypted message.
Oh, Signal? Rich, Signal? Yeah,
Yes.
when's the last time we had a conversation on Signal?
When's the last time you used it?
When's the last time you recommended I use it?
I would message you on it every single day.
No, you effing wouldn't.
I message Andy on it every day.
My God.
I message
you and
multiple
Andy,
people on it.
You and Andy can go...
So,
go
actually,
you and Andy...
Actually,
wait.
Actually,
you and Andy can go ass to ass on your Signal app. and chat all you want, all right? That is the name of the episode, by the way.
Oh my God. I hope Andy's still watching.
He's not. He's gone.
It's funny. I actually stopped using Facebook about 2 or 3 years ago, mostly because I just got sick of it. It was so stupid. Most of it is either, targeted ads or idiots that I don't need to be talking to. So I deleted a ton of people, and I only connect with people I care about.
I mean,
I have like 100 and something people that I talk to now, total.
you only post family shit. That's all you need to post is family shit. You don't need to post
See, I don't even
else.
do that. The people that I want to see that stuff, I send to them directly. So.
Well, you never send me any family stuff, Rich. Thanks. I feel
Yes,
really
I
good about
do.
our
I send you
relationship.
shit all the
No,
time.
you don't. You don't send me
Whatever.
anything. Oh, here's a picture of me and my family doing something. No. Here's a meme, Jay. Here's a meme about how life's
I
depressing.
do share more
everything's
memes.
fucked.
I will give you that. I share more memes than I do family stuff.
All right.
But don't tell me that I don't share family stuff with you, because I do.
I agree. Facebook sucks. I just mindlessly scroll it
Yeah,
for any kind of connection because I'm depressed.
Most of the time for me now, it's the shorts, because I don't use TikTok, obviously. So,
I don't know what these shorts are you keep referring to.
So if you use the Facebook app on your phone, there's a thing that comes up after you scroll like 1 or 2 pages down.
Yep.
And it's just like videos, and you click one, and then you just scroll up, and there's just video after video after video.
I notice if there's a video, and I click play, and if I click anything else, it full screens and takes me out of my feed to this video portion.
Yeah,
and I hate it.
I
hate it.
Watch.
I hate it.
That's different. The
and I
shorts
can't
are
go
different
back.
from Facebook Watch, which is another thing I don't understand. Why not just do one thing for videos? But
why can't I just watch a video and then like YouTube, if I like click off of it, it goes away? Why does it have to like switch over to your video portion? I don't want to sit here and watch stupid Facebook videos.
So, back to what we were talking about.
Sorry, Rich.
So
ass to ass.
Signal is
Let's
the
go.
best end-to-end encrypted messaging platform. So, if you want something to be encrypted, use Signal. Don't use Facebook Messenger.
Can you clarify? Signal is the most secure and ass-to-ass encryption to date.
Right.
You have to put to date.
To date, because it'll probably be hacked in a month, and I'll have to.
Thank you.
Yes.
You and your LastPass.
Because nothing is secure, and we know that.
LastPass. I don't use anything but LastPass.
Yeah, and I don't use LastPass anymore, do I?
It's secure until it's not secure. Then
Exactly.
I don't use it.
It's secure until it's not.
This is my impression of you.
Signal rocks, and you should use Signal.
I'm being combative. I'm sorry, Rich.
It's okay. I knew you would be.
Listen, I respect your need for assets.
So I only have one more thing I want to talk about. We are almost to 2 hours, and I want to make that clear.
Shit, we're at 2 hours?
Almost. So I have one more topic I do need to get to because I have to say it.
Oh, what? I don't need to do my game shit because
no, I'm saying I have one more topic. You want to talk about games, we can, but I have to talk about this one more thing.
You want to put out a 2 hour pod?
I don't care.
We can put it to AirPod. I don't give a shit.
So I said, like, almost 10 years ago now, with some of the moves that Apple was making, that they were eventually going to merge macOS and iOS, and the iPad and the MacBook would cross over into some weird touchscreen Mac device.
Who didn't see that coming?
Well, a lot of people, including Apple themselves, have said that wasn't the case. It wasn't going to happen. But over the years, they've done more.
Our Macs will never be touchscreen.
They've done more and more to get to that.
We're possibly doing pencil support soon.
So the most recent being the M1 chip, which is basically the same chip that was in the handhelds, the iPads and the iPhones.
Yes.
So that was like a very glaring, okay, they're moving to one platform eventually. Well, this week I read an article where somebody found a patent for a device that was going to basically be a hybrid iPad MacBook device, and it had pencil support for the Apple Pencil.
Hold up.
Okay, I'm holding up.
Okay, I'm just gonna put out there. This has happened before. Remember the dual screen Apple phone?
Well, yeah, I mean they always put out patents for things that never come to market.
Patent's a patent.
And that's fair. You're right. It could
It's
never
something
come
that
to be.
could happen.
But this is definitely a hint that I could be right and it could be happening.
No, I agree with you about
some people don't. Like Andy and I have talked about this extensively, and he does.
I feel like that's been their goal. I feel like it's been their goal, and they haven't been able to achieve it for some reason.
Well, they've outright said they're not doing it. It's not just they haven't achieved it; they said they weren't doing it.
Yeah, but they're talking about this new iPad that could replace your laptop.
Right.
Right? Because it's the functionality.
Yeah, it's got an M1 chip. It's the same exact chip.
No, they're headed there. They're stupid. Maybe they said that before. How long ago did they say that, though? Was this before the M?
But I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
Because this M1 chip could be their new direction. They could have said that back in the day when they're still using Intel. How long did they say it?
I haven't heard anything retracting it. So.
Okay, so when did you hear this, though?
It was a long time ago. It was probably back 10 years ago.
I see it happening. I'm sorry.
It was around the time that I said, no, this is the direction they're going. And they said they weren't.
It makes sense.
It does.
Because then they can sell their iPad apps on the Mac.
You already can. It's up to the developers now, though. You can't just use it. You have to. The developer has to make it available for the Mac. But when it first came out, when the first M1 Mac came out, you could just use any iPhone app on your Mac. There was no limits to it. And then they put a limit on it where the developer had to allow it. And some apps don't work because mouse support isn't built in, and there's issues with touch versus mouse. But if they had a touchscreen Mac, that wouldn't happen. So,
or they could just merge mouse and touch, because it's literally pointing and clicking, right?
Right.
Touching is the same as pointing and clicking. How is the code that different that they can't just integrate it?
It's just the human interface that's different. It's you're not physically touching on the screen. You're guiding an item. But anyways, there was a patent that indicates that I may have been right again, so I just wanted to point that out for people like
I'm jumping on your boat of righteousness, Rich.
Ooh.
So
this is a very special day, isn't it?
This is. I'm like tinfoil hat, and I'm like agreeing with stupid Apple innovation crap with Rich. It should have been an Apple innovation thing, right?
I guess it could.
No, we only do that if they do something stupid, right?
Right.
No, seriously, that's what we do that for. If they put like a charger on the bottom of a mouse.
Yeah. So there's a artist rendition of what the Apple Pencil could look like in the MacBook, and it's just the regular MacBook with a little pencil tray.
Like this?
Like that, exactly.
This is my replacement for the one that I lost while I was helping you move across the country, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Or
pencil.
Hey,
whatever.
I've been using it to play games. Because I've suddenly gotten back into some old games that I haven't played in a long time on the iPad. Which brings me to a very special topic that I guess it's going to be a 2-hour podcast, whatever. But it's fine. It's a special podcast because Jay went crazy and went tinfoil hat, so whatever. And everyone in our chat's gone at this point, right?
No,
they're gone. Smitty messaged me because he's gone, and I don't know who Noco187 is. Who is that?
Friend Mark.
No, okay, they're gone.
He literally just said something. So.
Oh, there he is. Sim Builder. Oh, I have. Wait, is that like the SimCity Build It app? I literally just downloaded that because I love SimCity and I want to check it out. I actually have City Skylines on Steam.
I have it. I've never played it.
I just got every expansion pack for it ever.
Really?
Which is like $300 worth of.
Yeah, I bought it.
I got it for $25. You get it too.
June of 2016, I bought it, and I've never played it.
Well, me too. I've not played it at all.
Well, supposedly I played it for 2 hours according to Steam, but I don't remember doing it. So.
City Skylines. So the
you're saying
Humble.
I should check it out?
Shh, Rick, quick. Humble Bundle.
Yes.
I've talked about them before.
Yeah.
They do these charity things where you can donate a certain amount, and they'll give you like games and like stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I've used them a bunch.
Substantially more than the $20 you paid.
Right.
So they're offering all the City Skylines add-on packs. I think all you have to pay is $20. I paid $20. I got $300 worth of download for $20. It's insane. It's still going on right now if you want to do it.
You should share it with our viewers.
Well, yeah, what is the... Hold on, let me check. Humble Bundle. It's literally humblebundle.com, okay? Chill out. Humble
It's not
Bundle.
just software, too. They have good deals on, like, like, ebooks and stuff like that throughout the year, so...
I still haven't played the game. I just downloaded all that stuff. I'm like, $20. Even if I never play it, that's worth getting $300 worth of expansion packs. Okay.
You might get bored one day and be looking for a new game, and
I'm a big SimCity person, but
me too.
EA ruined SimCity.
They did.
Hey, Rich. EA sucks.
Really?
Have I ever brought this up?
I don't think you have. I don't think we've ever talked about EA on this.
Oh no, never?
No.
Welcome to Jay's Game Quarter. Is that kosher? Does that work?
I think so.
Think we can get an intro for it?
I mean, we could use the old intro if you want.
Getting gay with games?
Let's just talk about it after the show.
Okay, what intro were you going to play?
That one.
So what are we going to talk about? Just play it.
Oh my god. I don't have it queued up because we don't use that one anymore. Fine.
Yeah, that is currently under review by us because of its inappropriateness.
Correct.
Even though we're referring to gay in the other terms about it being happy and yay.
Right. Hey,
anyway,
you've played about as much as I have. I played 2 hours at some point, apparently.
Who, me?
No. Me.
Oh, City Skylines? How much have I played? Let me see. I literally just installed it. 14 minutes.
14 minutes.
I tried starting to like make a world, and I was like, I don't like the way this plays. I quit. Bye. Like I started trying to make roads for my town.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't intuitive, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I quit.
I want to say when I got it, I tried it and I didn't like it, and I started playing SimCity because that was better.
So EA is a company that needs to die. This should actually be a stuff that needs to die.
Oh, I have that one queued up. You want me to run that one?
Yeah, this should be. Yep.
All right.
Welcome to stuff that needs to die.
I will kill you.
All right. See, I had that queued up.
Welcome to stuff that needs to die. Electronic Arts, a beloved company apparently.
Been around forever.
I have many, many, many of their games. But their greed and bullshitness has cost them my love. I'm done with EA.
Yeah.
Between Battlefield 2042
and it's 2,000 worldwide players.
They're so what they're famous for is buying up small companies that make good games, and then forcing them to make the money. You know, they add like pay to win content,
right.
Loot boxes, shit like that makes the game unplayable. So I was like, I didn't even know Plants vs. Zombies is a super fun game.
I love that game.
So I Jesus Christ, like
man, I haven't played that forever, but I love that game.
I know. Don't try to play it now. 2011, 2010, somewhere around there, I bought the original Plants vs. Zombies on my iPod Touch.
Okay.
No ads, no pay to win, none of that crap. It was just a game, and I'm like, this is the most amazing game ever. So recently, I was having nostalgia, and I'm like, I'm gonna play Plants vs. Zombies again on my iPad or my iPhone.
They ruined it, didn't they?
They did. EA bought Pop Games. Originally created Plants vs. Zombies.
So EA ruined it.
That yeah. Saying? Pop Games are the people that created it, and this is what EA does. They buy up these small companies to get their intellectual property, and then they shit all over it. If you try to download and play Plants vs. Zombies, it's still playable, but there is so much ad support. Like, between levels, you'll be forced to watch 2 30-second ads. You can't skip them. There is a rake on levels. There's like a ad supported like item that falls down.
Oh my god.
And it stays on the screen until you click on it. There's like a bubble that says, click here to view an ad and like get this rake, which will help defeat the zombies. And shit like that. Like they add all this ad supported crap on to the game. That's what EA does.
Hopefully one day it'll be picked up by Apple Arcade, because that's one thing I've got to say. Like, Angry Birds is a good example.
There is an Apple Arcade version of Angry Birds, which I want to check out.
And there's no ads. There's no pay to win bullshit. It's really nice.
I want to check that out because I wanted the original Angry Birds.
Like, I feel like Apple Arcade is what I've been asking for years. Like, I don't mind paying $5-10 if I don't have to deal with ads and pay to win bullshit.
Me neither. But back in the day, you used to be able to spend $6 and you get the full game.
Right.
Everything's a subscription now. Everything's ad supported. Everything is
Angry Birds
crap.
is the shit.
Dude, I love Angry Birds.
And it's so much better on Apple Arcade because you don't have to deal with the ads and the bullshit.
Yeah. This pay-to-win crap is driving me insane. And EA...
I probably should have said that when we did our segment on Apple Arcade a few weeks back, because I went into it assuming you would just shit on it because it was Apple. But that's a big selling point for me.
I have Apple Arcade.
Well, then you see the benefits.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get Angry Birds now because
this
of that.
Is really like a milestone episode for us.
You know what? I don't agree with you, Rich. I hate Apple Arcade. Apple Arcade,
of course.
Screw Apple. It still better be called ass to ass.
So back to loot boxes. You were talking about EA and loot boxes. I got
okay. So U.S. regulators have been urged. Give me the link. Give me the goddamn link. It's not the game that you think would be causing issue. It's like a FIFA game. If you know anything about Electronic Arts, is that they buy up popular intellectual properties and then put their stank all over it. They did this with Westwood. They did this with the guys that made Dead Space. They did this with Plants vs. Zombies. They did this Battlefield 2042. They literally just do this. They want to be part of that microtransaction
They just
nebula.
want your money, and
They just want your money, and they don't just want your money. They want a stream of your money.
Yes.
And they don't give a shit. And as long as people keep buying their games and paying for crap, they're gonna get it. They bought PopCap for like, I don't know, 1 point something billion. It was a bunch of money. And they Bejeweled and what's that game where you shoot balls at other balls?
Like Breakout?
No, Zuma.
Never played it. Never even heard of it.
No. And they take these games that are classics and they turn them into these like ad-supported bullshit, pay to win crap. And I hate it because I got Plants vs. Zombies as like a nostalgia thing. And I was just so disappointed I stopped playing. I was like, I can't deal with it. I just want to play a game. You can't do that anymore. Everything's a subscription. Everything has like the Battlefields loot boxes are part of Battlefield. They're called battle packs. They're battle packs. You can buy a battle pack which will give you 5 random things in the game. And it's bullshit. Everything is just like a what are you smiling about?
Nothing.
Bitch. You smiling at me?
No.
Oh. So yeah, EA really needs to be shut down. I say shut down, but they're just so big. I don't know how they're so big. They have the money to just buy these game companies and just F them up.
I mean, it'll catch up to them eventually if they keep releasing crap like Battlefield 2042.
I've seen so many people say, I'm never buying another EA game, or I'm never pre-ordering an EA game again.
Yeah. So,
but
I mean, they're already maybe feeling the effects of that. It could be affecting them. We just don't know it yet.
But you look at the 2142 the dev videos.
Yeah.
Where they're fixing things that aren't what people are complaining about.
Right.
They're like, the game sucks. And they're like, we're changing the maps. We're adding some shit to the maps.
There's more skins.
There's more skins. You want to look like a clown fetus? Like, with the machine gun? We got clown fetus skins. Yay! You want to go ass to ass with your friends? We got ass to ass encryption.
Oh my god.
That's the title. Ass to ass encryption.
All right, I will make that the title.
You better. Or I'm going to do it. Yeah, EA just sucks, dude. Like, there's so many games I love has been... What are you laughing at?
I haven't seen a Rafflecopter in a while.
Rafflecopter goes swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. That's still in our,
Yeah, I think we have it somewhere.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, there shouldn't be anything else to say. Like, shame on you, EA.
Exactly.
Like, they've ruined...
They've ruined games.
Literally, they're... The thing they do, they buy a game that's popular, and they throw their microtransaction bullshit all over it. They do it with everything. Yeah. And then the game fails, and then they release the company or, like, cancel them.
Or they just tell the consumers they're wrong, and...
Oh, yeah, they're like, you're being too brutal. You're recommending... You're like, yeah, what you want from us is like brutal. It's insane. Or what they really have done in the past is change games to the point where nobody wants to play them, and then they put the small company out of business. They buy them up, they ruin them, they put them out of business with their microtransaction bullshit. What? Yeah. What is so funny?
He's saying ban EA. Pay attention,
man. Screw EA, man. F EA. For real. I'm like, seriously, dude. Yeah. Like, look at Battlefield 2142. 2,000 people playing.
I'd say call for a boycott, but we only have like 4 watchers, so
let's start a 4-watcher boycott. Let's go on change.org, Rich.
there we
Start
go.
Start a thing.
There's probably
do it.
already one there, honestly. I'm
No.
willing to bet.
No, seriously, they got over 200,000 signatures.
Was that for the refunds? The people requesting
It was
refunds?
for the refunds for the game.
Yeah.
And of course, they don't give a shit. They're like, I don't know why you guys are being so harsh. We're giving you like silly skins and like new specialists because that's what you
your
want.
characters can do the floss now.
Oh fuck yeah, the floss. Dude, we're gonna be so like Fortnite, and you're gonna love it. Battlefield needed to be like Fortnite. That was all they needed. Battlefield was perfect. They just needed S encryption and Fortnite dance.
There we go.
I'm done. I'm gone.
I'm done. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna play our outro, and then we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
So here it goes.
It is 1:30 in the morning.
You have been listening to Drunk Tech Support. Check out drunktechsupport.com for audio downloads of our episodes and catch video of the show now at youtube.drunktechsupport.com. Don't forget to smash that like button and be sure to turn on notifications so you see when we go live. Grab yourself a beer and go F yourself, America.
Dude, you gotta trim this down.